Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video, I'm going to try and help you come up with some project ideas that you can do while following along and learning this technique. The bead size will have some determining factor on what your project will be. For example, larger beads, you might want to just do one row. And then as they get smaller, these are the 8 seed beads. I like to do 2 rows with those. And then these are the delicas, and they are good for making multiple rows. Like here I have several sets of 3. The other thing is you might want to decide whether you want to do your doilies diagonally to each other, or if you want to do them next to each other. The first scarves that I did with multiple rows, I did them right next to each other, as these two show. But then, when I was thinking about making this video and my piece for my daughter, I realized I could do them diagonally, and she actually preferred that. I made these 2 pieces for her to choose, and she actually preferred the diagonal. So I will be showing you how to do both in the following videos so that you can choose. But first, of course, we will just be doing 1 row, and then we'll go to adding a 2nd row and giving you the choice of diagonal or next to each other. Now here are some setups that I have put together to show you ideas for, of course, a single. You can just easily just add a clasp to each end, or if you're doing an earring, just at one end. Then when you get into the double, I show here where they're diagonal. Actually, all of these I have done diagonal, but here I show diagonal, and I show the clasp being at the beginning of the 1st row and then at the end of the 2nd row. But you could also do it at the beginning and end of 1 row and just let these sort of hang down. That'd be nice for a necklace if you wanted to do that way. And another idea for a necklace is to have just a small section instead of this entire length of the necklace, just a small section hanging down. And then I show the 3 rows. There's the idea of it in the center row, your accessories, or you could even try doing it at the 1st and the 3rd row. Then this one here is for scarves. You don't need any accessories, so you could have the idea of a pointed end or an introverted end, whatever you want to call it, or you can have a diagonal end on your scarf. And then also with the 3 rows, the idea of it on the accessories on the 1st row, and then the other 2 rows being slightly shorter for a necklace, or very short for a necklace, just right in the very front. So these are all ideas. Now, I will be showing you about adding accessories and things during the videos, but I wanted to use my daughter's piece here to show, like I said, with the scarf, there is no accessory needed. You just do your beading, and I do have a video up about how to tie the scarf so that you can wear it without it falling off. Now here I show earring. It's just on the 1st row, and then it hangs like this. Now here I have post for my daughter, but you can also use the fish hook earring. And then I have here, because I haven't yet made her anklet, I am planning to use this button clasp, but there are other clasp types out there. You just choose the one. It doesn't like me very much. Just choose the clasp type that you like the most. And here is another clasp type that I have used. Type you push, and there's the 2 ends. And then of course there is the napkin ring or other pieces that you just attach together and make a circular piece, and that we will be showing you also in the videos coming up. So you just need to think about what you want the most. Would you like a bracelet, a pair of earrings, a scarf necklace? Whatever it is, think about it. Then you will want to go to my Pinterest account, which I will show you or put a link again in the description so you can go there and choose some patterns you would like to use. Now, most of my patterns has the original design and then options. This is with the design flipped, so that if you want to do the original and then have it flipped for the next one in it, I have the option there. Or if you want to, you can take several of them that you like the designs of, and then that's what I have done with this, of course, and then you just do them, and then you would repeat them depending on how you want your piece to look. So that's the bead size, the pattern, and choosing your project idea. Now, on each pattern, of course, we have a color count, which goes for one piece and connection. So this will give you an idea of how many beads you need, but without knowing what you're planning on creating, I can't tell you exactly what you are going to need. Of course, for a scarf necklace, you'll need a lot more, especially if you use the smaller beads, than you would for an earring. See, with an earring, you can easily see that you're going to need 6 of your design, so whatever you choose, you'd either add them up. If you choose 6 different ones, you'd add them up all together, or if you're going to use the same one, you would just times this by 6. So something like an earring is a little easier to just know how many beads you're going to need, but for something larger, you'll have to plan for a larger amount of beads. And of course, the larger beads you'll need fewer, but I know a lot of people prefer the delicas. And the same goes for a small project like a napkin ring. It'll be a little bit easier to figure out how many beads you're going to need because it is small. So you might want to start for this video series with a small project like a pair of earrings, so that you can easily figure out how many beads you're going to need. And then once you've gotten familiar with the projects and how to put it together and all, then you can try something bigger, which will require more beads. In the next video, I'm going to go over how to pick colors. As you can see, my designs primarily are black and white, and that is because I pick my colors when I decide what my piece or project is going to be. So I want to give you ideas on how to pick colors, because I know some people are not as good at picking their own colors. So I want to give you some ideas, and that I will be giving you in the next video. Hope to see you there.